The Witcher Blood Origin is a 4-part limited prequel series now out on Netflix. To be quite honest with you, I've never played any of the Witcher games or read any of the books. With that said, I thoroughly enjoyed the first season of The Witcher. The second season was a bit of a step down, however, that last episode got me so hyped for season 3. I even really enjoyed the animated Nightmare of the Wolf. But recently, cracks have been showing in Netflix's Witcher world. Not too long ago, there were rumors circulating that the writers of the show didn't like the source material. Showrunner Lauren Hisrich came out to deny these rumors outright. However, not too long after that, we got the devastating news that Henry Cavill would not be continuing as Geralt of Rivia after season 3. Henry Cavill, who is a huge fan of the books and the games, will be replaced by Liam Hemsworth for season 4 onwards. Now, after all this drama behind the scenes, The Witcher Blood Origin gets released, and here we are. Is it as good as what came before it? Or are the rumors about the writers true? Spoilers ahead, let's get into it. If you enjoy this episode and all the other content I've been putting out lately, please do subscribe. Blood Origin is a prequel series that is set thousands of years before Geralt of Rivia. It will explain how the whole conjunction of the spheres happened and also introduce us to the creation of the first Witcher ever. All of this sounds truly fascinating, to be honest. Boy, did they mess this one up. The story here was actually pretty good, and I think they could have done a lot, but the execution was utter crap. Keeping it as a limited series to tell a story that is somewhat closed is perfectly fine. However, given the story that they needed to tell here, 4 episodes were not nearly enough. There was so much interesting plot here that they could have peeled the layers to. We understand that the poor are rioting because there's not enough food to go around. Could you explain to us this whole issue of the famine? I would have also loved to have seen some more insight to the brother and sister relationship between the king and the princess, and how the princess was having an affair with Fiol, their guardsman. And was that really true love, or was that just the princess acting out? On top of all of that, we could have concentrated a little bit more on Fiol's relationship with his father, how that seems to have cracks in them after the death of Fiol's brother. There are so many layers to explore here, and they do it all within the first 15 to 20 minutes of the first episode. I kid you not. With the amount of story just between these 3 characters, it could have easily expanded over 2 episodes. And this happens to all our other characters. For example, why did the previous king wipe out Michelle Yeoh's ghost clan? What's the history with the dwarves? And why doesn't Brother Death get a proper backstory? You gotta be kidding me, right? Here's another example, okay? I'm taking a simple description of Michelle Yeoh's character from Wikipedia. Cyan, the last member of a nomadic tribe of sword elves called the Ghost Clan, who is on a mission to retrieve a blade stolen from her people. You're thinking, wow, that's the basis of a very interesting character, right? Questions start immediately popping up. What happened to her clan? Is the sword of any significance? But nope, whatever you get in that little description is exactly what the show tells us and nothing more. This gets me confused because there are so many fantasy shows out now that are amazing. So how could everyone behind the scenes for this show think that this was good enough to put up? If they wanted Blood Origin to go on a pretty rapid pace, that's completely fine, but do not do so at the sacrifice of characters and story. Let's take House of Dragon, just the first 5 episodes, right? That went by at such a blistering pace. I mean, they even had significant time jumps after every 2 episodes. Yet the characters were never compromised, the story was never dimmed down, and everyone in the audience knew the characters' motivations and what led them to where they were at that point. I was also really looking forward to the conjunction of the spheres and how that happens, especially after the end of The Witcher Season 2. How the different worlds collided, how the monsters from one world came to this one, and how the humans from another world came to this one. I mean, it's all so interesting. It was barely even touched upon in this show. That and how the first Witcher was even created was so bloody disappointing. Look, I'm not going to continue with my rant here because honestly, I could go on all day. The Witcher Blood Origin is a useless show if there ever was one. And again, not because of the story, but because of its ridiculously poor execution. I wouldn't be surprised if this is why Henry Cavill left. I mean, he must have had a preview of what Blood Origin was, and he must have said, oh, this is crap, I'm out of here. Have you seen The Witcher Blood Origin? What did you think of it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this episode of Raul Reviews, please sub, share, like, comment, do all of these things as they'll be much appreciated on my end. You guys have a great day now, and I'll catch you in the next one.